the one thing that I think angered a lot of people was like the four horsemen thing, like the flag thing. I don't know. I must be stupid. I must be fucking stupid, because in my head when I was making the video, I was like, I was like thinking with like objectivity. And you're like, for some reason, the things that are written in this book have eerie similarities to like events in real life. And I was like, wow, the flag colors are like similar and interesting. And they're like, oh, they're kind of like the story. It's like, okay, it's like the Israel versus like the other nations, and they have like the similar flag colors. Like, that's interesting. That's like another coincidence. And I'm sorry for offending anybody. It must be it. I don't know why it didn't cross my mind that part would or would not offend somebody. I don't know. I must have been dumb. I don't know. What's done is done, though. Okay, so I'll just own up to what I did. Essentially, I was building this Jenga tower. Okay, block by block by block. And I was like, if I find enough coincidences, maybe I could prove to myself that the existence of God is real, right? Like, so I read the book like dispensationally, right? Like each individual passage is intended for a specific audience, and I was like, oh, this passage is intended for this person, this passage is intended for this person. And I built this Jenga tower of coincidences. I'm like, okay, this is a coincidence, this is another coincidence, this is another coincidence, this is another coincidence, this is another coincidence. And I just started like building like a tower of coincidences, and to try to like prove to myself that like maybe this stuff is real, right? And eventually I got to the point where I was just like, you know what? There's like a 99.99999% chance that this stuff is true. Like I did it like scientifically, like scientific method wise. So like let's take a sample of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just stack up all the sample size higher and higher and higher until the evidence is just like undeniable to myself. I was like, okay, I just maybe I guess I'll accept this stuff is true, and that's why I felt this urge to become Christian. Yeah, but that isn't the main reason why I wanted to create the video. I think of myself like as that dog in that GIF where the house is on fire, right? And the dog has a cup of coffee on the table, and he's like, "This is fine." And the house is on fire, and I'm just sitting in that same room with the dog, and being like, "Is everything fine? Does anyone else see what's happening?" Specifically with political tensions and war. So Russia announced their they showed a video of dropping a nuclear bomb in London. I was like, dude, I genuinely hope and pray that doesn't happen. Okay, I don't want anyone to get hurt. And then I see like Putin going to military alliance with like North Korea. I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of scary. And then I hear like Donald Trump talking to Joe Biden in this debate, and it's like, World War III is going to start. It's like, that isn't like, okay, that's war is scary, right? Like a lot of people say like people threaten nuclear war like all the time to each other. But what was really concerning is like that FBI director who said, this is my I consider this my last day of service. You need to stock up on 3 to 4 months of food, know how to defend yourself, and make friends with like 3 to 4 people in your neighborhood. That was concerning. Why would we need to do that? Maybe this part isn't so related to the biblical text, but as to the reason why I started digging deeper into Revelation, or the Armageddon part of this book. Because if I just if I believe that like it's true, and like I got to believe like the whole thing is true, right? I can't just pick and choose what I like, right? And I see the political leaders talking about nuclear war, and I see this FBI director telling me to stock up, and I see this other guy saying that there's like people that want to do like mass murders in the country. I'm like, I gotta warn people. Like, I don't want anyone to get hurt. Okay, like my greatest weakness in this and all of this is my blindsidedness of, I guess, like cold objectivity, to just take things at like their face value, just blunt, yeah, overly blunt. A lot of you guys probably know me as like that, just an overly blunt guy that just says like what like I see, like observations of what I see, right? And I guess I get blindsided. But like, if I see like the house is on fire and nobody else is paying attention to it, I felt this type of thing like I should probably point this out. Like maybe this is something that could save someone's life. Like ignoring all the biblical stuff, yeah? Just being like, well, we might go in like a Great Depression. Maybe you should stock up on food. That's terrifying, you know? And that's why at the end of the video I said I make this video out of love, because the whole point of that video is just like, I just don't want anyone to get hurt, right? I didn't intend to. In turn, I hurt people by being insensitive because I was being overly objective and blunt. I took the book as like a video game, and I wanted to find the jank in the video game. I wanted to find a way to break it. I'm like, oh, if I put this together and this together, then this, you know, like if I put like made for this together and hope I could move at 110 movement speed, I'm like, shoot. I'm like, I just wanted to find the jank. And yeah, man. I guess I fucked up, yeah. So it is what it is. What's done is done. And I just wanted to elaborate the true intent for like me making this video. I just felt like it was important, yeah? Like that dog in the house of fire, right? Where it says like, this is fine. It's like, am I the only one that sees everything that's going on, you know? Maybe I'm just overthinking. Maybe this is all like just, maybe everything's all right. I talked to a couple people and I told them, they're like, what if you're wrong? I'm like, well, I hope I'm wrong, right? I genuinely hope that like my observations are just like wrong. Everything's gonna be fine. No one's gonna get hurt. There is nothing that's going on, and it's just me going crazy. If that is the case, hallelujah. Okay, I don't know, but it is what it is, and I will say I am still a Christian, and I believe in the Christian faith, but I'm sorry that the way I made the video was so blunt, I guess. I made a mistake. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. Have a good one, guys.